everyone, got here a Gold Silver Crystal Wi-Fi battle against my buddy Use. We were doing NU and mainly trying out Pikachu in the NU tier to see if it fits. Some other Pokemon too, but Pikachu was the main suspect. And the battle was fun, but at the same time it wasn't, because it had very slow parts at the beginning and towards the end. And that was because of this guy, you see right here, Shuckle. Well, in the first time you saw, I switched Pineapple out to Shuckle because I didn't want to take a drill pack from the Furo. And Shuckle pretty much walls Furo and a lot of Pokemon in the NU tier, unless you know how to counter him. Now, how do you counter Shuckle? I'm going to explain it to you because at the beginning it's not really anything happening, just him attacking and me resting the damage, waiting for him to switch. Now, Shuckle has 3 weaknesses, rock, water, and steel. The first 2 are the most important, especially water. Water types just ruin Shuckle, no questions asked. And rock types can hit Shuckle super effectively, especially if they set up a couple of curses beforehand. Shuckle can curse up too with certain sets, but because of the engine, his defense maxes out at 999. So if the rock types start to increase their attacks even further, as soon as the rock slide, or the rock attack, usually rock slide, manages to get a 3-hit KO, Shuckle cannot rest loop anymore. So at that point, Shuckle stops to walling. But continuing the battle, now he finally decided to switch to Pikachu, while my Shuckle had to rest. Now here I have to switch, and wow, this Mr. Mime has a really high special defense, and Thunderbolt from Pikachu is a 3-hit KO. That's insane. Pikachu with a Light Ball gets the second highest special attack in the entire game, second only to Mewtwo. That's insane. Well, now I managed to paralyze this Mr. Mime here, and my Mr. Mime has Shadow Ball just to win the Mr. Mime Ditto. I get the lucky full para there, so I decided to switch out to Persian for the expected Shadow Ball, which was a good play. Now, Persian outspeeds me, and so I don't just go back to Shuckle, because Shuckle walls Persian sets, and he has Swagger, so he probably has Psych Up as well. So I decided to switch out to Pineco for him not to use Psych Up, but he just double Swaggers. So I have to switch out again, so he doesn't get his attack boost from Psych Up. Now he confuses me again, and I manage to use this turn to burn a sleep turn. And now before he Psychs up, I switch back again, but he predicts that and goes to Pikachu and hits the Sing. So no spikes for me, which is kind of bad, because spikes is a good way to dealing with Pikachu, because whenever he comes in, he takes damage, and he has no leftovers. And after a light screen here, Mr. Mime, I managed to take his third Thunderbolt, so that gives me time to fire off a Psychic. If he stays in, he takes a huge chunk of damage. If he switches out, something else takes damage. He decides to stay in, and I've looked afterwards. This is a speed tie between Mr. Mime and Pikachu, so I got a bit lucky there. That takes me out. Now my main Pikachu check is gone, but I can bring in my Furo. Furo outspeeds Pikachu, so he most likely wants to switch out to preserve it for later. So I went for Thief, and he brings in his Mr. Mime. I take his leftovers, but it doesn't really matter. One Double Edge will take him out from that range, even if I haven't taken out the leftovers. Now he brings in a Haunter. I am behind the light screen, so I just fire off a Hidden Power Ground, which is a solid 2-hit KO. Thunderbolt doesn't do much, but he gets the 10% para, and that completely ruins my plans. Furo could outspeed his entire team, even though at that point I didn't know his last Pokemon. But later on you will see that Furo would outspeed his entire team, and would speed tie with his own Furo, but his own Furo wasn't a concern to begin with. But that paralysis just crippled my Furo, and now I had to resort to plan B, and my plan B was to get rid of his Pikachu, which was his main check to my Shuckle. and as soon as his Pikachu would be gone, and I had the opportunity to set up some curses, I would just roll out through the rest of his team. Of course, at that point, I still didn't know what his last Pokemon was. But yeah, my plan was to use Shuckle and finish the game off with him. But first I had to get rid of some Pokemon. Here I just sacrificed Hero, he is paralyzed, so he wouldn't do anything else. And I bring the Pikachu, hoping to win the spin tie, but if I lose, he doesn't take me out with one shot, but I managed to win the spin tie, good thing. Now he brings in Persian, he outspeeds Pikachu, but I made a kind of a ballsy play. I was waiting either to switch out or risk it and do some damage to that Persian, even though one hit would deal a lot of damage to me, as it did. But at least now his Persian is below half. But at the same time now I bring in my Pineco to try to wake up. So the damage that Pikachu did didn't matter. Ended up mattering since he switched out here. So I'm trying to wake up here before he set up too many curses on his last Pokemon that he just revealed, a Hitmontop. Hitmontop doesn't really do much to Shuckle, so I'm kind of relieved, but I cannot allow him to set up to +6 because +6 attack. He can do some damage to Shuckle. I don't know if he gets a 3-hit KO with high jump kick, but still I cannot risk it. And surprisingly, Explosion, even after +2 defense, if I'm not mistaken, did over half, which was good. Surprisingly good. And now he's poisoned, low in health, and surprisingly he survived the Thunderbolt from that range. That was surprising, yeah. But now poisoned, low in health, bringing my Kingler, and the reason why I went for a substitute here is because I was trying to get that low chance of missing Ketchup King, and therefore he would die to poison, I would be behind the substitute against anything that came in. But it didn't happen, so now I have to switch out. I don't want to take this Thunderbolt. Shuckle can deal with Haunter as long as he doesn't get any crits. I can just rest loop him. So he has to switch out at some point. And seeing he doesn't have any leftovers, probably has Miracle Berry, I would guess. But that's not really that important. Just trying to get some rests off and all that. Basically, this is the part where Shuckle just walls his team and tries to get an opening. At the same time, I have to deal with this Swagger, Psychops strat. And the thing is, with this, I cannot really risk attacking. I risk attacking, I can. This happens, like I hurt myself in confusion, and my health starts wearing down. Plus, it gets boosts from Psychops, so I have to play around that. With Shuckle, I can take more risks since his defense is very high and Persian doesn't have any move to hit me with. If he had Iron Tail, I would lose this battle, because after a couple of Psychops, he would start hitting me hard with Iron Tail, and Shuckle wouldn't be able to take them. But yeah, for now the rest of this battle is just me walling his team with Shuckle. So I use this opportunity to talk about other stuff. Now, my Gold Silver Crystal guide first. I probably won't continue it, I'm sorry, but the thing is, now the tiers that are left, NU, Little Cup, Ubers, they don't really have an established threat list. They are just unexplored metas, almost nobody plays them, so it would be hard to make a guide around them. So, at least for now, my guide won't continue, and I'm sorry for that. Battles, whenever I get some, whenever I feel like doing them, and if they are good, I record them and I'll post them. THB Duel or Showdown, doesn't matter. And for the future, I'm also planning to do some Super Mario Maker content. If I do that, when I make the first video, I will explain there what my plans are for that game. And yeah, that's it for now. Nothing else to say. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy this battle, especially the slow parts, especially. The battle in the midway it was okay, it was an okay battle, but these slow parts were a bit to say at least. But yeah, I had to resort to this threat to win the battle because that was my only plan left. But yeah, I'm sorry for that. So that's it for me today. See you guys next time. And don't forget to check out Yu's channel, the link is in the description. And sorry Yus for this battle, we need to compensate with a better one. What do you say? So yeah, bye bye.